Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing the blue tree. This is part 2. I did take a couple of days off because my voice is gone again. And ready now. I also put the fabric in here so there should be no more noise. But we are definitely ready. I'm definitely ready. Let's see what this looks like. Oops. That'll work. Okay. There we go. Sorry guys. I have all my tools. I'm ready. Okay. So what we're going to do is I like to do the 3 little crystals for leaves. And you don't have to, but that's just, I really like them a lot. So for everybody new here, this is one of my signature things. I like to do little leaves. They're beautiful, they're easy. It's an ugly bead. My beads are not new. I've had them for a long time. These are the ones that are picked over and unchosen. Some don't even have holes. Anyway, take your wire, bring it up to where your twist was, and twist out that little leaf. Now, this is a pretty big project, so I'm not going to go that much into detail. For everyone that's new, I suggest excuse me, that you go to my beginner projects, because there you'll learn everything that I do and how and why. And I think it's a good place to start, especially if you plan on making a tree. I have playlists there in 4-inch hoops and in bracelets. Either one would be perfect to learn what I do and why. And I think that if you're interested in making a tree, everything you need to know, you'll find right there. So, anyway, hope everybody is well. I'm doing well. Guys, I came into something really odd, and I want to know your take on it, because it kind of freaked me out a little bit, but I blew it off at the time. So I was approached by someone, and who I don't know, and this person asked me, do I know you? And honestly, I did not know this person. So I said, I don't think so. From where? You know, I don't generally, have people come up to me like that. And she just looked at me kind of oddly, and then took my hand. So, and she wasn't like rude. She was just, like around my age, but she said, I know you. I said, okay, well, if you can figure that out, let me know. I'd be interested. Yeah, so, and this is the hand that she chose to hold. So, that could be a hint, but I don't know. I mean, it could be a clue, not a hint. It just is odd. Is it odd? Like, was she a nurse? Was she a doctor? Did she recognize me by my midlife crisis ink on my wrist that I hate? I don't know. But I've gone over it in my mind about 100 times, and I come down to this for my conclusion. I will remember her. Ever run into her again, I will stop short of my track. I will look at her intensely, and then grab her hand and say, do I know you? I'm only kidding. But I just thought I'd share that with you, because it's odd. It was just a little different. Yeah. So that was that. And that was in Walmart, by the way. So, I don't know. She could have been a vet, but it just seemed more personal than that. Like she knew me in a, like maybe a nurse. I don't know. A high school friend? I don't think so. I don't know. But that was that. Okay guys, I really want this tree to be in the middle of my hoop. So what I'm going to do I think it's in the middle now? Quite possibly. I don't know. I'm going to attach it and do the branch on the other side. Hoping. Okay, so anyway, gotta bring this to my hoop and I'm going to pass it up. I'm only going to cross over one time. I'm not going to do once. Going to cross over twice. No, I'm going to do once. Sorry guys. When I use double wire, it's sturdy enough. When I use a single wire, when I just string them, I like to do it twice. And then I get confused. I forget. It's like you only need 2 wires on your hoop. Therefore, I'm twisting them in clusters, so I will, which is a good thing I have a short wire. So anyway, I want to backtrack to the part 1. Oh, I hope this doesn't last this whole video with my voice. So I cut the wires at 27 inches, and I was like, what were you thinking? And I realized these are way too long, so I cut them. And then I realized that they're way too short. So I retwisted this tree on this hoop. I don't know what I'll do with the other one, but we'll see. So because I'm going to do it on the other side, I'm going to do a little leaf. And then I'm going to tighten it up because that looks really loose to me. Also, my Sheen package with all the new crystals is out for delivery since yesterday. It said that it transferred from UPS to the local post office, and I did not get it. So I'll probably get that today. I'm excited. And then I'm thinking about going back to old things. I think I'd like to make a couple of my 4-season trees. Only because I got a sale on one. Well, my son did. I don't bother with that Etsy anymore. I can't be bothered. And it was really cute. So I'm looking at it so I can prepare it and put the gift. And I always do stuff like that. You know me. But I said, oh, isn't this pretty? So I just don't have all the color. Well, I guess I do. I could pick through crystals, but I really don't want to do that. So I'm debated if I want to order all the colors for winter, spring, summer, and fall. I have the hoops, the bracelet hoops. I have everything. Oh, then I was thinking about my crescent moon, which I did a tutorial on, and I really did not do a very good job. I mean, I did a good job. It came out lovely, but if anybody struggled through that with me, I don't think you'll ever make one. I'm coming up with all the oddball ones all at once. See, that's what I mean. These are not new. Okay. Let's see. Twist with the longest wire always, so you don't come up short. I'm standing up, and I know she's going to take my chair. I just feel it. That would be the queen, Abby. Between her and Finn, I can't sit, guys. Finn's smart. He gets right by my feet and lives on my foot, and oh, I love you, I love you. And then when I go to sit, he jumps up and steals my chair. It's like, honey, I'm going to sit on you. He's a big boy, but I weigh 112 pounds. I'd squash him. Yep. Oh, to love an animal. Okay, let me just see something here. I have 3 sets here. I only have 1 here. What did I do? would like it to be somewhat unison. Okay. Let's put another little set. By that I mean cluster. Maybe I'm not in the center of my hoop, but I can't change that right now. Trying to find something small. Alright, that's just going to have to do. So what I want to do, well, what I don't want to do, what I'm going to have to do, is two things. One, I definitely am going to need more room. So I want my tree to be in the middle, so I'm going, right now, I'm going to put that bend in that I love. I'm just going to use my fingers. Am I prepared? Do I have my tool? I do have it, but at the same time I don't want it to lean this way. I've already done that. This week I want it to be in the center. Please be in the middle. Sometimes once you do that it says, no thank you. I'm going to go where I want now. Okay, I think that should be in the center. Yeah, that'll work. So now, that helps tighten it up just a smidge, not a lot. This should be closer to my hands, but maybe not as close as it was. My goal, guys, I really just don't want to stand this entire time like I've been doing to keep in focus. So I'm trying to work out where is the best spot. I think right here. And over near the beads. Only because by the time I'm done, this is like 4:30 in the morning where I am, and I will do this as part 2, and they will be in parts from now on. I don't have to rush, but I need to be able to get up and do my son's breakfast and lunch, and my husband will be home, and I do his breakfast, and I don't want to rush, or I don't want to start at 1 a.m., and then I want to walk on the beach, and if I stand here for 2 hours or whatever, my feet are going to hurt like they've been. So I want to tighten this up, guys. I'm talking my brains off already with no voice. I'm just going to tighten this branch up just a tiny bit. It is very loose, you see. It will get tighter as I go and when I release and all that. But for now, I'm just going to add a few twists like I always do, pushing against it from the underside, pushing down with my thumb, just to give it some support. That did tighten it up nice. This one is much shorter. I don't love it. I wonder if the other one I could make longer. It wouldn't matter. Would it matter? I don't think it'll matter. It's going to be beautiful. Okay, let's tighten this one up. I don't think this is going to be in the middle. Maybe. I'm going to work on it. Guys, I'm going to bury my face in a pillow over here and cough, so you don't have to listen to me. Sorry. Hurts to cough. My goodness. Just going to twist this out a little bit more because I want my next bead not to interfere with this bead. Actually, I'm going to put a leaf there. I have enough room for a small leaf. Putting that long wire on the top. There we go. So I have a mix of seed beads in here that are 4/0 millimeter. Same with the bicones. I do have some 6 millimeter bicones, and this blend of blue beads, they're amethyst and just a bunch of other things. They're between 5 and 8 millimeter. That's how I bought them in the past on strings. So that's what I have in there. I can't give you any more than that. I did put my suggestions for beads on a playlist on Amazon. My wire is there. My hoops are there. Miscellaneous stuff that I use throughout for all my other projects you'll find there. For new people, I don't edit. I don't know how, but I do know how to make a tree. And if you want to learn to make a tree, you're in the right place. I'll show you. I'll show you lots of tips and tricks and fixes when you make a little oops, but you don't want to lose your project. And if it's a big one, we'll still make it work. It just won't be the way you expected it to. So I'm alternating with clusters on this tree, and I'm alternating with little groups of leaves, only because I cut the wires long. Hope I didn't cut them too long. I did it again. I put the cluster on the wrong side. Flip it over. See, I had it facing the same way. See, some of these beads are big, and some of them are not beautiful, but they're all blue. So that was the requirement. That one there, the hole is right on, it's like a sliver. That won't work. That's why it wasn't chosen. I have my favorites. That's one. Or just put as many that you want, as long as they fit. Hold on to them tight. Cross that wire over and put in some twists. And cross it over. I use the tweezers because I don't like pliers. These let me get right in there and bend the wire back. For new people, I don't suggest that I don't encourage you to wrap around your hoop. I encourage you to do it this way because when you tighten, it won't unravel. When you tighten and you do it this way, you'll just tighten up all your branches, and if they're a little wonky and they're shaped oddly, it will help pull them together. So at the end of the project, this is how I want them to look. I want them to be nice and tight in rows. I want it to be sturdy. Okay, ouch. Guys, so I made a little cut with the serrated knife, cutting a blade. It's right there. It's not deep, but it didn't like close. So every time I pull the wire, if I don't have something on it, it pushes into it. It just pushed into it. So I put a steri strip there just to stop it from pushing into it. I'm still doing it. The other thing I like working with these blue beads, I have so many of the blues that I for a leaf that I have different color bicones, so I don't have to use like all clear. Actually, I'm going to take these off. I'm going to put a leaf first, I think. No matter what, that little leaf is going to be in my way. I don't have to, I'm overthinking it, but I do want to alternate them. And if you miss one, it's not a big deal. You'll see. Because that's going to happen all over the place. So I have my 3 little beads. Slide them up a little bit. Bring that wire up to the twist mark. Like that. So you have a little triangle. Get your triangle nice. There we go. like that. And then just twist it until you close up that space, like that. There's your little leaf right there. And always, always put in a few twists. Don't just put a bead, it will look silly. You'll be able to tell it doesn't belong there. And this is another reason why I use long wire when I want to do something big, because I like to use a lot of little leaves, and they're a wire eater. You'll see right here, definite long and short wire. This is the one I made with the leaf significantly different in size, so I'll leave that one on the top. Unless I needed a longer piece for the bottom, I might do that. Only because I'm going to be probably putting another leaf after this cluster, so we'll see what happens. I don't like to fall short. By that I mean I don't like it when my wire doesn't reach my hoop. But if that should happen to you, don't worry. It happens to me. I'll show you how to fix it. It's not ideal. It's not hard. It's just not ideal. But don't worry about it, because you're going to save your project. And no one will know, but you and the beads. They ain't going to tell no one. I always do that. I put on more than what I need. Because I see something pretty and shiny and say, oh, I'll put that there. See, and then I have a collection. Right there, the ones that I like. Now they're about the same, because we've used 2 leaves. Okay, we're going to put 2 little clusters on here, hopefully. I can't pick them up. There we go. We have enough for 1 bead, 1 crystal. I don't think that's going to work. And I don't like that one. I don't know where that came from. It's round. It's probably on a string or something that I bought. Usually I buy those at the craft store. I'll buy a strand of something just because I like the color of that bicone. And there's a few on there. And I only buy clearance. So, anyway, okay, this is the finish of, you know what I see, guys, and I don't like it. Way down here. Let me see if I can point that out too, so you'll know why I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Right here, right where this branch comes to a twist from this limb. is a very loose bunch of wire. There's no twist right there. I don't like it, so what I'm going to do is get in here and twist that up. Don't know how I managed that. Okay, now it's twisted. Much better. If I tried to twist that with my needle nose pliers, I would break those wires because they become stronger when they're twisted together. Always support your work when you're going to cross over and go behind it. Then I just hold it on the tip of the hoop, pass it up. Always just swap your fingers around to support your work. Sometimes I feel like I'm all thumbs, but they know where to go. Because I've been doing it for a while, but you'll figure it out. Your coordination will come in as you work. Sorry if I'm in your way. You just turn those little wires under right here. Okay, so there's 3. I actually have 2 more, but I kind of want to work over here for a minute. Look at that. I don't like that either. Pull this over. I'm going to just sit down for a minute. Actually, I don't want to stand back up. I'm going to try and pull all of these over a little bit because this is just a little too wonky for me. Tighten up my tree maybe. Maybe I should do this one. I think I'll do this one. And I think it's too short. So it's a good thing I didn't twist too tightly. I'm just gonna see if I can untwist a few. Sometimes they come out really nice and I don't have to pull on them. I don't recommend doing what I'm doing. Don't do it. I mean, if you have to do it, do it. But it's not my recommendation. Okay, so what do I do here? Beads. Oops. Please don't go into there. This is the last one on this side. I just want to see if I can make them longer so it doesn't look real short on one side. I don't want my tree on the side of a hoop. Right, if it becomes that, it will be beautiful. But I've been doing too many beautiful like that lately. 2 intentionally, 1 not so much. But still came out beautiful. That would be the one in the copper hoop. It's not exactly in the middle, but I like it. But there wasn't a plan. And this one is a bigger hoop. It's a 6-inch hoop. I only had 2. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the other one yet. I'm going to finish this first. Think about it later. Really? I should put these on the other order. That's why I put a bead in a crystal, because the bead can fit down, like way down here. If I have two beads, that space is just not going to fit as nice as that. Okay. Now let's see, what am I doing? Okay. I'm going to put a leaf and then a cluster of beads, and then I'm going to get back to my other side. Because if I keep going on this side, I very easily could have it come out not good. I might just put all these too loose and not be able to tighten them up in an effort to keep it in the middle of my hoop. I don't want to do that. Besides, I like to work from left to right. This was just to get an idea and to secure it somehow to the hoop without just bending them over it. Yeah. I do have beads in here that are huge. These ones here will not be used, I don't think, in this project. Way too big. I actually did not, I ordered all different colors. I did not order them for trees. Those were more for sun catcher things. Yeah, I don't like changing up where I start. So this will be enough to keep it in the middle of the hoop, or somewhere in the hoop. It's not the middle, but it'll have to do. So see, it doesn't always go the way you want. The bigger the hoop, sometimes it's hard to get it into the middle, make it look a little bit even. Most of my trees are not in the direct center of the hoop anyway, which is fine. I mean, it's a tree. But nonetheless, it'll be beautiful. Now I'm just going to get in here with my tweezers like this and push these little wires down. If it gets so that you can't see it, I apologize. It's the only way I can do it. Here we go. I'm just going to put a twist right here and tighten this row up. Anywhere, any place I see a straight wire, I will throw a little twist. it's easier to kind of do it now than to try and go back and catch them all, but I go back anyway. Especially the little leaf, be careful with it, because I twist it right off, for real. It's like you give it a little this, and then it just disconnects. We're not done. We have a lot more of those to do. So now, let's carry on. Trying to figure out where the twist is. There we go. I'm going to put a little leaf. Look at that, I picked up 3 and I only have 1 left. Now if I wasn't working out of this tray, they would jump onto the floor. Ooh, that jumped off the shelf. It's a little creepy. I do have a fan over there, but sorry about that noise. That's the housekeeper. My shark, my vacuum. That's the only help I get in this house, so I call her the housekeeper. See, that little leaf fits right there. That's kind of cool. And now when I twist this, I'll add another leaf. It should hopefully fit further up. I could add another bead. I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to overthink it. But I am going to stand up and hope that my hands are where you can see them. They are. Good. I've been having a problem with my right foot. It's not the ball of my foot, it is, but not directly. It's right underneath in between the big toe. You know, those are the next 2 toes, the 2 little ones after the big one. Right there on the underside when I step down, or even if I'm just sitting down and I touch it. It is kind of the ball of the foot, but not the big round part of the ball of the foot, if that even makes sense. You're probably saying, shut up, it sounds stupid, but it is so real that I couldn't find anything to put there. I'm thinking, what can I put there so I can walk the beach? I tried everything, rolling up a little 2x2 piece of gauze. I tried cotton balls. I tried to make just something to tuck. Like, for example, all this is the ball of the foot. That's not where it hurts. It hurts right underneath, like at the stem, but when you press down, it touches the ball. And I just couldn't find anything, so I was looking through the closet, and I see this piece of gray foam, and it has like a little edge on it. It looks like a little L. And I was like, oh, I know what this is. This goes in the under the air conditioner. No, not under, like at the window. So I was like, this could work. Guys, I cut a piece off and it worked. I have a piece sticking out from in between my big toe and the next toe, and is it ideal? It sucks. big time. It still hurts. But yesterday I made the walk. And I just don't know about today. I want to. But it hurts and I don't know why. And I really don't want to go through the orthopedic again. I have broken toes too many times, ankles, ligaments, just everything. Cortisone. I don't want it. I just am done. I just want to be happy and walk the beach. And move far away that my husband doesn't want to go. I'll miss him when I'm gone. I want to move to Florida. But he wants nothing to do with it. What do you do in that case? He has family there, but he just doesn't want to go. I want to live the rest of our life happy. We like the beach. So I want to move. What do you guys think about that? We met each other late in life. We already had adult children. We grew our kids up. They had kids. They're all married now, except for the last one, mine. I take a bow for a job well done. 2 sons any parent would be proud to call son. Raise them alone, yes. Now it's my time. It's like, good luck, bye. I just want to move. Not a little. I really want to move where it's warm and bad. I just don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be in this climate. I want new everything. Not material things, just new environment. Not even people. I just want to be away. Create near the water somewhere. Alright, time to shut up. Ooh. I'm just gonna put a few little bends in this. Just hold it in my hand like that and push up down with the fingers. I put a little bend here. I like to push up and then pull down. Pulls my row of branches together nice. The little leaves, if they get like that, a little cluster, just take one and push it to the other side. If it's in the way, there. Now we have one over here. Probably should have been there in the first place. See how pretty they all fit together? And I'm talking. Look at that. You can do that. This is going to be pretty. Look, even if it's not in the middle, which it's not clearly, these branches are shorter. I think it'll still have a graceful flow, and it'll be pretty. And that's what happens when you make a tree. I can force it. I'm not gonna. Not today. I'm gonna let it be pretty, just on its own. Oh my gosh. That's not cool. Alright, so let me see how long I've been working on this. 45 minutes. I'll do a few more and then we'll call this part 2 done. As much as I don't want to do stuff, I have stuff I have to do. I'll put a little leaf right here. I wish I could stop calling it a little leaf. Why do I do that? I don't know. It's a leaf, just a leaf. I don't call the beads a dark blue one, a medium blue one, a blue-green. No, help me stop. My OCD is tearing me up. Okay, let's find 3 4mm bicones. If you want this to go up higher, which I do, slide them up a little bit and just put your thumb right there. Where the, see this, you have 2 wires, one is away. I'm pulling it away. Put your thumb there, slide your beads down, take this long wire and cross it over, but keep your thumb into the beads like that so that they stay in like in three. The thumb should be like where that middle one is. That can help you to just keep it in a triangle like that. And then take your two wires after you've made your leaf and just support it like that and put in a few twists. I use my thumb. If you've found my channel and you've never made a tree, my beginner videos, they will show you exactly what I do and why and how to develop good habits, techniques, so that when you do your first tree, you're prepared. You don't need a bunch of fancy tools. Not to start. I didn't. Nail clipper and tweezers that I still use. Like to pull down on those beads, get that first twist in nice and tight so they don't spin around on you. Now let's see. Nice little leaf. Oh, I said it again. This one isn't gonna go as nice as the other rows fit in. Don't know why. But once I wrap, it'll all be good. Just pull them down and put in a twist like that. Okay, and we're just gonna put a few beads for a cluster. I have to find these. They're I think 6mm round. I just like them. You'll always see me grab for that one first. That one doesn't have a hole. And this one has an odd shape. I can tell why I did not pick it for a prior project, but it works fine on a tree. I think it'll fit there. Might use something small. That's another thing you can do is just by looking at the length, the distance between your wires to your hoop, it'll give you an idea on what will fit. Maybe just a, bead and a crystal. I almost called it a Bristol. Yeah, we're gonna take that one off. Just those two. I think so. Give it a twist. Nice and tight. Not bad. I think it's pretty. Okay. I was sitting down. I got up and now I see that I'm probably easier for you to see. Not as easy for me. It's okay. I need you to be able to see. I'm just going to get in here and put a few little bends in so I don't have to come back later. The little wires, they're overlooked sometimes, like the one with the leaf. Oh, that'll do it. I'll come back after and do these big ones. These are the ones I love. It makes it look beautiful, like this one here that I already did. Gives it all that depth. This one here I'm going to twist and then I will pull it back so it's not just so flat looking. Yeah. Give it some good depth. And I thought that leaf would look good there, and it doesn't. So you know what I'm going to do? You only get one shot at this. If you're going to flip it over, don't try and put it back the other way, because it'll break. It will forgive you one time. Yeah, I shouldn't have put it where I did. So I'm going to have to pay more attention to that. I'm going to just twist some more to get away from the leaf. You can lift it up a little bit, just like that, because I don't want it to take away from my beads, because that is a big twist. And I think I'll undo it twice. That'll work. I wanted that bead. I chased it. Yep. I wish I remembered the name of that color because I do like it. And I did something really big with it. A big tree with just that and light green bicone leaves. And I don't have the tree and I don't have a photo of it. Wow. Sometimes I'll go back to either Amazon or TikTok and I'll look and I'll find a lot of my old projects that I remember but I don't have photos of, which is always good because I sometimes want to refer to them and you know, maybe it'll spark something in my mind like, oh, that's what that stone was, or that's where I got those crystals. I don't know, guys. It's a thing. And this one here goes to, it's one of the beads from, I know I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation, fluoronite. It's like, not high polished, but they have that sea glass look to them, kinda. I really like those beads a lot as well. We have a lot of purples and blues, greens. That wanted to go on that. That was fast. Okay. Jump on. I wasn't going to leave that big one on there. That bead, I was going to take it off, but it looked like too much for this. But I'm going to tighten it up and it'll work out. And just wrapping this wire brings it down away from the hoop. So that'll help me to tighten it. Don't have to be up against the hoop. And push those wires down. Now I'm just going to put it in my hand, push up with my hand, push down with my thumb, and look around for little places to put twists. Just little ones. That'll help to tighten it up. So you can put a twist and pull it down a little bit. That also gives it depth. Okay, let me put them all together so you can see what happens when I do this big limb right here. See if I can focus this for you. See this one? When I do this one, watch these. Now, I find a way to hold it. There you go. I'm going to go in there and twist. Watch. I'm not going to move with the hand underneath. Twist and pull down. See what happened? How tight they got? Look at that. Just these ones. Just from doing that. And that also added depth. It brought it out. This is shaped outward. In the bottom where I pulled. You see how tight that made these? They're not all, well, we still have to wrap. That's my rule. But it made them nice and tight. Now watch these two. Right now, you see how they are, right? I'll separate them for you. See, they're not great. They move around. They're a little loose, flimsy. I don't like this. This doesn't work for me. I don't like a flimsy tree. I like this, nice and taut. Get in there and twist and pull down. Now I'll do the big one so you can see. This one right here. I'm trying to support my work. See what just happened? How nice and straight they got? That's just adding that little twist. I can do this one, but I'd rather wait until I do that big branch. I'm going to do it anyway. Look at that. Nice and look at that. See what happened? Guys, it's for real. Like, you can do that. That is really pretty. Even though you gotta listen to me. You can mute me. It's okay. But I can show you how to do this. How long have we been here? Okay. I'm going to end it here because it's been an hour. And I will pick this back up in a little bit. So, I will leave you with part 2 of the blue tree. Pretty pretty. Alright guys, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.